Happy Saturday to you. Yes, sir. Just your average Saturday afternoon winding down. Hope everyone is doing well. And how you been? It's been a minute. Been a minute. Please hit the subscribe button, like button, and share this video. This is nothing but a wrap up. A lot of things have happened. I just got finished listening to Beyonce's album. It's okay. It's good. I was entertained. Standout cut for me was Church Girl. I love that track. I added that to my playlist for sure. Honey and Gold was nice. I mean, the whole vibe of the album was, it was nice. It was well made, good production. Beyonce, I guess I'm trying to pinpoint her vibe on this album. She was just, free. She did her thing. So congratulations to her on a successful album, I think, in my opinion. But she did her thing. So if you haven't checked that out, please check it out because it's worth the listen. So especially if you're a Beyonce fan or just a casual. I saw that Will Smith made a public apology to Chris Rock. Also, his fan base and people that's in his circle thought came off. I didn't know how was this, how was it going to be? How was going to, come across, but or how sincere the apology was going to be because it's been several months and 5, I believe. But for the most part, I mean, he was basically in his Will Smith bag. I'm not saying that he was, he's an actor, but he went over some emotions and impulses and that sparked him to do, I guess, what he did to slap. But it's up to each individual, but mostly Chris Rock. He said he reached out to Chris Rock, and Chris Rock was not ready to actually just talk about at this particular time. I also saw that Chris Rock kind of touched on it. I think yesterday, I saw something, and he made mention about the apology, but you can find it on the internet. But anyway, Will Smith just kind of, gave you some type of, I guess, if I had to say, kind of put you, I guess, a little bit within his mindset of these emotions and this, I guess you could say, pettiness or just whatever that was, drove him to lose control. So pretty sure a lot of you probably saw it and have your own opinion about it, but, at least he publicly apologized, and I give him that. But he, it's a lot more to repair some relationships, he was stated, but some probably were never mend. So we'll see. We'll see how it comes about. But sometimes I get people calling me. But yeah, so Will Smith gave his spiel. If you haven't checked it out, like I said, it's on the internet. And I would say you could just give your own opinion, like anybody else. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And but I don't know. I can't call it. I mean, like I said, he made an effort to apologize, and it is what it is. Football is in full effect. First week of training camp for a lot of these clubs, for all of the clubs. I think, reported. And Washington Commanders, for the most part, their camp is going off nicely. And hearing things, people are raving about the defense I'm hearing, but I'm not getting caught up in the hype because I want to see it on the field. Like I said, I'm not up for the gimmicks. I'm not up for all the press clippings. I'm waiting on the results. And for me, it's championship or bust. I can't continue to keep waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm just saying it's championship or bust. Why not us? So that's my thing. Win a championship. If you want to get the fans back, win a championship. You have an opportunity this year to win a championship. Take care of business. Got to win. Ron knows that. The coaching staff knows that. A lot of pressure on like Scott Turner, Jack Del Rio, some of the players. Chase Young is probably going to be out for about a month or two before he gets back on the field. Probably going, he's definitely not going to be around for day one, as far as game one. But I'm not. I don't want him to rush. I want him to take his time and get healthy. For the most part, he had a complicated procedure on his knee where he had to go into another knee to get something that they needed to kind of stabilize his knee that he injured. But so that's going to slow you down anyway. Not only one knee, but you got to go into another knee to get a vital, whatever they got to get to complete the surgery and make it successful. So now it's just rehab. Just keeping the grind. Rehab is tough, and then you got to get in football shape. So it's a long way to go for him, and I wouldn't be expecting him for game one. Other than that, it's good to see that the defense, and I'm hearing things about the secondary kind of communicating, which, as you know, is a big problem for them. The last several years, how many times we've seen this where they're like pointing, not me, you, him, what? So if they can get that cleaned up, that's important because that can go a long way. I heard Coach Ron today talking about William Jackson III, and in regards of him learning that zone defense. As you know, William Jackson III from Cincinnati played primarily man-to-man, But just knowing when to pass off, pass your guy off, nuances like that, and then, keeping an eye on the flank because that's your assignment. So he's saying that the guys yesterday was kind of frustrating watching the young guys. He was kind of stern about that, and he let them know. And so Ron knows the pressure is on. You have to win. Can't have the luxury of just saying, well, we're still developing, although we are. But third year for him, third year for a lot of these players in that defense, and it's not a whole lot of excuse, that's left out there. Now the one glaring thing is this quasi Buffalo nickel, the linebacker, depth at linebacker. Going with this Buffalo nickel is supposed to be, is very important to the defense to anchor the linebackers. So there's a lot of candidates. I've heard, maybe Derek Forster, I believe. And so many names, man. You got so many people, man. You got so many names to remember. But Derek Forster, they're supposed to be a candidate in competition to solidify that position. And also you have young linebackers in Cole Holcomb, primarily going to be that middle linebacker, that Mike linebacker, putting the defense into position and play and setting the defense. That's a lot of responsibility. They seem to think that he's equipped at handling that job. And like I say, the proof is in the pudding. I can't say that he won't be able to handle it, but still, you run the risk when you don't have the depth. And there's been some interest in the young man Barr, who played for Minnesota. Now there's, I think, Anthony Barr, but he has an injury history, and although he was a Pro Bowler last year, so his price must be kind of high or steep. And maybe right now that's not in their best interest. And they just want to take a look at what they have right now on the roster. And that's smart, but you see if you come together as coaches, linebacker coaches, and defensive line and stuff like that. So everybody got to make an assessment and make a decision. So that's just the way it is. But I'm not going to get hype. I've been checking out some of the reports. It's good to see Deshaun Jackson. I mean, not Deshaun, Jahan Dotson, just seamlessly, beautiful hands. They say that he's gifted with the hands. So obviously he's making a good transition to the league. Still young, still got to go against the other competition. But they feel confident there for him, and hopefully he will shine because we can use him. We can use his speed. We can use everything he has, every nuance of every route that he can crush and get leverage to help Carson Wentz out. So the key is Carson Wentz, as we know. I won't go too detailed on him, but as you know, the key is the quarterback. So anything to make Carson Wentz comfortable, he has weapons, and look, he's learning an offense too. So we have to be patient a little bit on that part, but that's why he's handling a lot of reps. So that's what I wanted to say. I wasn't so much worried about Taylor Heinicke, although getting some reps, but mostly Carson Wentz and Sam Howell, who seem to be coming along, seem to be growing in confidence and doing what he has to do when he gets his opportunity. That's all you can ask for. So. Still worried about that offensive line. Chris Paul, I heard he was kind of like a turnstile. But I'm not out there. I don't know. I'm just hearing the little reports, but nothing in detail. So he should be okay. Maybe it was just one play or whatever. But that happens. He's a rookie too. So it's a big year. I'm not going to make a prediction with the. I'm hearing 12-4. Some of the fans are saying, and 11-7, or 11-6. So I don't know. I don't know. But I forget 17 games. But I don't know. We'll see. But the proof is in the pudding, as I say. You have to prove it. You have to go out there. Now, they're one of the few teams that are not having a joint practice. I like joint practices. I think joint practices are needed to break up the monotony and get people, hey, game conditioned, game ready mentally, and your competition just focus in, razor focus in. You have an opponent, a real opponent. You don't have to hit your own man and all this. Well, they don't do a lot of hitting anyway. It's running around, but still, you know what I mean. But now you have somebody you can kind of, you have another opponent there. So he's going to go hard, I mean, not like they're not going hard in practice, but still, you have another opponent, a different jersey, opposite of you, you tend to go harder because you got to press their coaches too. You see, all these coaches they're looking. So every time you go out there, you got to assume that people are looking at you. So got to make an impression. Got to seem like you know what you're doing. You wasting people's time, and before you know it, you be off the roster. So I saw the AGG retired. The young man wanted to go back to school, finish get his degree, and venture off in some other endeavors. I'm not mad at him. He was making a transition to tight end, coming from a wide receiver position. And I think he knew the handwriting on the wall for the wide receiver position. And then, it was an uphill battle. Although he was, he's 6'5", he's still a big target. And I thought he was going to probably be great, but you never know. So right now he's retired, and you never know. You never know. Not necessarily you can unretire too, but he's focusing on his education, and I'm not mad at him. Cole Turner, he's in that tight end room. He's looked good. He's a big, tall target. Wide receiver skill route running. So that's going to be interesting because you got Sammy Reyes, as you know. Sammy Reyes came from the international portal. Big physical guy, like 6'6", 6'7". Never played organized football up until last year. So I think he was dealing with a knee injury. So, it's going to be tough for him to make. But he's one of the most physical blockers they have on the team. Most physical blocker they have on the team. So, as long as he can get back and do his thing until he get healthy, we don't know, but he might get caught up in the number games. But I think they like him, and he might he could be on the PUP list, or they might put him, they might put him on the, the practice squad. So that's dangerous to try to put him on the practice squad because another team probably claim him. I don't know how the rules are set up based off this is his second year in the league. So I don't know how much leverage they have or whatever, but they got some options in case they try to stash him away and let him heal a little bit because obviously he's right now is day 4. And you got other tight ends there. So we'll see. It's a busy household. My wife about to head out, talking to her friends and stuff. So I'm not going about that talking and predicting and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I'm going to go strictly probably games, live streams or what have you. But limited a little bit. I know I've been inactive a little bit more, but now it is football season, so I got to get back in my seat and call it like I call it. I'm a fan, a big fan, one of their biggest fans. Been a fan for years. Seen the championships, all of them. Seen the Super Bowls, every game. From the beginning of the Miami game, Super Bowl, the first one we lost, and just insufferable way of losing. Couldn't do anything offensively. And, Miami was good, the Killer Bees and no-name defense or whatever they would call back then, but just couldn't do anything. Kilman was just, I remember because it was the first Super Bowl. So, so I'm telling on my age a little bit, but still. All the way to the last championship, the last bowl. I would have never thought we would never get back to the Super Bowl since 91. Not with the machine we had. We had a machine. And we are where we are right now. So I'm loyal. I root for them hard. But I'll tell it like it is. Like that's why I said Super Bowl bust. I'm tired. I don't wait too long. You gotta win Super Bowl. Gotta win Super Bowl. For it to be a successful season. That's where I'm at now. I've been tricked, hoodwinked. I'm still here. I haven't bailed. So that's my eat it. We're a franchise right now. I'm putting them on notice. I don't care. Yes, the Washington Commanders. So I'm setting the tone right now. Transitioning from the football team, the Redskins football team / Commanders right now. They eat it every year. The pressure from me on the team and every coach and every administrator and every vital person, Jason Wright, Dan Snyder, Tanya Snyder, the whole Snyder family. They eat it for me as a fan. Super Bowl bust. That's it. That's it. Everything else is excuses. You're on the clock. You're on the clock. I'll still be here, though. But I'm not pulling no slack. No, you got to win Super Bowl. Oh, but we going up playoff game. Yeah, that shouldn't be hard. I mean, I know they're hard, but of course, to get where we need to go, we got to win multiple playoff games and get deep in the playoffs. That's where I'm at now. I'm going back, my demands are going right back to championship level of thinking. So every acquisition of every player will be judged by me. Can he help me win a championship? Can he help the team win a championship right now? That's how we going. That's how we going. That's how we going. We're not messing around. Championship or bust. Oh, but they won 10 games. I don't care. Did they win a championship? Okay, so there's more pressure. How can we win the championship next year if we didn't win this year? So we're on the ground zero level like everybody else. Championship. Everybody wants to win a championship. Nobody's want to win. If the rest of the franchise are just happy to be there and don't want to win a championship, that's on them. As far as me as a fan, you ask me, anybody ask me, I'm expecting to win a championship. Hands down. No ifs and buts. All right, championship. Let's go.